Sarah Ferguson, the Duchess of York and former wife of Prince Andrew, has recently broken her silence, offering deeply personal insights into their shared history. Her revelations have left many stunned, providing a rare glimpse into the complexities of their relationship and the challenges they faced as members of the British royal family. Ferguson's bold statements highlight a bond that has endured despite public scandals and relentless scrutiny. Their story, which once captivated the world, began long before the media spotlight illuminated their lives. Sarah and Andrew first met when she was just 12 years old, a fleeting encounter that left a lasting impression. "I'm going to marry him," she recalled, thinking. Little did she know, fate had plans to reunite them in a way that would change both their lives forever. Years later, it was Diana, Princess of Wales, who played an instrumental role in rekindling their connection. In 1985, Diana invited Sarah to Ascot, setting the stage for what would become a whirlwind romance. Within 6 months, Sarah and Andrew were engaged, their courtship capturing hearts worldwide. The couple's 1986 wedding at Westminster Abbey was a grand spectacle of love and tradition, watched by a global audience of over 500 million people. Sarah described it as the happiest day of her life, a moment when love seemed to transcend all obstacles. Clad in a stunning wedding gown symbolizing her entry into royal life, she was radiant with joy. Yet, behind the smiles and pageantry, Sarah was acutely aware of the monumental shift her life was about to take. "I gave up my anonymity that day," she later reflected, acknowledging the sacrifices required to join the royal family. Becoming a duchess meant embracing a life defined by duty, scrutiny, and unyielding public expectations. Sarah approached this new chapter with enthusiasm and a determination to carve her own path. Her vibrant personality and unpretentious charm stood in stark contrast to the formality often associated with royalty. This refreshing demeanor endeared her to the public, but also made her a frequent target for tabloid criticism. Despite the relentless media attention, Sarah's deep love for Andrew became her anchor, guiding her through the early challenges of royal life. "Love conquers all," she often said, a mantra she clung to as she navigated the complexities of her new role. Sarah's warmth and humor brought a breath of fresh air to the monarchy, but her individuality also set her apart in ways that invited scrutiny. She quickly realized that life as a royal came with unique challenges, especially as Andrew's naval commitments kept him away for long periods. Just 2 weeks after their wedding, Andrew returned to his duties, leaving Sarah to adapt to her new life largely on her own. This pattern of separation became a defining feature of their marriage, with the couple reportedly spending only about 40 days together each year during its early years. For Sarah, these prolonged absences were emotionally taxing, leaving her to shoulder the weight of royal responsibilities and public expectations alone. The strain of separation was particularly pronounced during pivotal moments, such as Sarah's first pregnancy. Expecting their daughter, Princess Beatrice, Sarah faced the journey with minimal support, as Andrew's naval duties kept him away for much of the pregnancy. When he was home, his stays were brief, offering little relief from her feelings of isolation. Sarah later revealed that just 10 days after Beatrice's birth, Andrew left again, leaving her to navigate the challenges of new motherhood and royal duties without him. This sense of abandonment was further compounded by the lack of empathy within the royal household. When Sarah expressed her struggles, she was met with dismissive responses, reportedly being told to get a grip. Such attitudes only deepened her isolation, forcing her to internalize her emotions in an environment where appearances mattered more than personal well-being. Public scrutiny added another layer of pressure. Every aspect of Sarah's life was dissected by the media, and with Andrew frequently absent, she bore the brunt of this attention alone. The rigid structure of royal life left little room for personal expression or individuality. Decisions were dictated by tradition, and any deviation was met with harsh criticism. Without Andrew's presence to help navigate these challenges, Sarah often felt adrift in a world that demanded perfection. "I had to adapt quickly," she later admitted. But it was hard not to feel like I was losing a part of myself. The relentless demands of royal life inevitably began to take a toll on Sarah and Andrew's relationship. The limited time they spent together made it increasingly difficult to maintain the closeness they had once shared. While Sarah tried to remain supportive of Andrew's career, the constant separations and pressures of public life created an emotional distance that was hard to overcome. The fairy tale romance that had once captured the world's imagination began to reveal its cracks as the couple struggled to balance their personal bond with the demands of their roles. Despite these challenges, Sarah's reflections on this time reveal a deep and abiding respect for Andrew. Their love story, while fraught with difficulties, was built on a genuine connection that endured even as their marriage faced relentless tests. For Sarah, their bond was never just about the grandeur of royal life or public perception. It was about two people navigating extraordinary circumstances, often at great personal cost. The cracks in their fairy tale were not the end of their story, but a testament to the resilience required to live a life under the microscope. As Sarah revisits these moments, her candid reflections provide a poignant reminder of the human struggles that exist beneath the glittering surface of royalty. Despite rare moments of togetherness, the weight of their separate lives loomed large. Andrew's focus remained steadfast on his naval career, and their time apart was not just measured in days, but marked by an ever-growing emotional distance. This created a chasm between them that neither could fully cross, despite their best efforts. Cracks in their relationship began to emerge as Sarah sought solace in friendships and hobbies that offered a reprieve from the confines of royal life. Over time, the pressures of distance, duty, and public life mounted, testing their marriage to its breaking point. What followed thrust their private struggles into the public eye, exposing vulnerabilities and decisions neither could have foreseen. The scandals that ensued ultimately led to their divorce, with one particular incident forever altering the course of their lives. In 1992, photographs surfaced of Sarah in a compromising position with her financial advisor, John Bryan. Dubbed the toe-sucking scandal, the images sparked a media firestorm, leaving the royal family reeling and Sarah's reputation in tatters. During a private holiday in the south of France, paparazzi captured Sarah lounging topless by a pool while Bryan kissed and nibbled her toes. When these intimate moments made front-page news, the reaction was swift and merciless. The British press, already critical of Sarah for her perceived lack of decorum, vilified her further, branding her reckless, immoral, and a disgrace to the monarchy. For Prince Andrew, who was away on naval duties at the time, the fallout was both personal and public. The scandal placed intense scrutiny on his judgment and the stability of their marriage. Within the royal family, the incident was seen as the final straw in a union already strained to its limits. Although the couple had been separated for several months, the scandal hastened the formalization of their divorce. The Queen reportedly summoned Sarah to Balmoral, where she was informed that her place in the royal household was no longer tenable. For Sarah, this marked not only the end of her marriage, but also the beginning of a new chapter defined by both resilience and reinvention. Following her separation from Andrew, Sarah faced significant financial struggles, further fueling the media's narrative of her as a woman unable to manage her affairs. Burdened by debts and determined to provide for her daughters, she pursued various ventures, from publishing books to endorsing commercial products. While these efforts helped stabilize her finances, they attracted criticism from traditionalists who accused her of exploiting her royal connections. "I was just trying to survive," Sarah later explained, emphasizing her determination not to become a burden. However, her approach clashed with the royal family's ethos of quiet dignity, deepening the divide between Sarah and the monarchy. John Bryan, the man at the center of the scandal, symbolized Sarah's growing disenchantment with royal life. Entering her life during a period of personal and financial strain, Bryan offered guidance and support. While he claimed their relationship was one of deep friendship rather than romance, the damage caused by the photographs was irreparable. The royal family's response was swift and severe, cementing Sarah's alienation from the institution. The scandal underscored the relentless scrutiny she faced and highlighted her struggles to navigate a world that often seemed unforgiving of missteps. In the aftermath, Sarah found herself grappling with questions about her identity and her place in the world. Despite the public humiliation, she remained empathetic in her reflections on her marriage, defending Andrew and insisting their divorce was not the result of a single event, but rather a culmination of factors. It wasn't just one thing, she explained. We were living very different lives, and the pressures of those lives eventually caught up with us. Her loyalty to Andrew even after their divorce became a defining aspect of her public persona. Post-divorce, Sarah and Andrew defied traditional notions of ex-spouses by maintaining a close and amicable relationship. Their shared dedication to co-parenting their daughters, Princess Beatrice and Princess Eugenie, became a cornerstone of their lives. The couple often appeared together at significant events, ensuring their children felt a sense of stability during what could have been a tumultuous time. Sarah's sister, Jane Luade, highlighted the unique nature of their bond, describing them as the best divorced couple I know. Their commitment to unity, even amid personal struggles, set an example of resilience and mutual respect. Even as Andrew faced his own challenges in the public eye, Sarah remained a steadfast supporter. Their relationship, though no longer romantic, evolved into a partnership built on shared experiences and an enduring connection. For Sarah, the journey from royal life to independence was marked by both setbacks and triumphs, but her unwavering determination and loyalty to her family continued to shape her legacy. After their divorce, Sarah Ferguson has remained steadfast in her support for Prince Andrew, demonstrating an unwavering loyalty that has puzzled many but also shed light on the strength of their bond. In numerous interviews, Sarah has frequently highlighted the enduring friendship they share, describing Andrew as a great man with a great heart. Her words carry a deep sense of affection and respect, which goes beyond the conventional expectations of a divorced couple. She often emphasizes that Andrew supported her not just during their marriage, but also after their separation. This ongoing support and affection have been crucial to their ability to remain connected despite the challenges that have followed their divorce. Their shared home, Royal Lodge, stands as a unique testament to their relationship. While it is rare for divorced couples to continue living together, Sarah and Andrew's choice to do so has allowed them to maintain a close relationship, particularly when it comes to their daughters Beatrice and Eugenie. This unconventional living arrangement has enabled them to remain deeply involved in their children's lives, ensuring they maintain a strong sense of family despite their separation. For Sarah, the Royal Lodge is more than just a residence. It has become a sanctuary, a place where she and Andrew can support each other emotionally in ways that transcend traditional labels or expectations placed on divorced couples. It reflects their commitment to preserving a sense of unity, and it is a physical manifestation of the unique bond they share. Sarah's reflections on their relationship are rooted in three guiding principles: communication, compromise, and compassion. She has openly discussed how these values have allowed them to successfully navigate the complexities of their lives post-divorce. Sarah believes that these principles help them weather the ups and downs of their relationship, even after they were no longer married. "We may not be married anymore, but we are still a family," she explained in one of her interviews, demonstrating that, despite the end of their formal union, they remain united in a deeper sense. This sentiment resonates deeply, as it challenges the conventional idea that divorce signifies an end to a relationship, instead suggesting that it can be a transformation into something equally valuable and lasting. Sarah's unwavering loyalty to Andrew has been especially striking given the controversies that have surrounded him in recent years. As the public turned against him, particularly after his involvement in the Jeffrey Epstein scandal, Sarah remained resolute in her defense of him. While many distanced themselves from the scandal and sought to avoid association, Sarah stood by Andrew's side, frequently highlighting his kindness and generosity. In a deeply personal interview, Sarah made a bold statement: "I won't let him down," reinforcing her commitment to their relationship, not only as ex-spouses but as lifelong friends. This kind of support, especially in the face of intense public scrutiny, demonstrates a remarkable sense of responsibility and affection on her part. One of the most striking moments in this ongoing narrative came when Sarah made a surprising declaration about her relationship with Andrew. In a candid interview, she confessed that if given the chance, she would marry him again, despite their divorce and the public controversies that have plagued his life. Her admission reignited public discussions about their unique bond, and it stood as a testament to the enduring nature of their relationship. Sarah's confession that she was totally and utterly in love with Andrew reflected the depth of her feelings for him, suggesting that, despite the challenges they faced, the emotional connection between them remained strong. "He's the best. A great man with a great heart," she said, underlining her belief in his fundamental goodness and integrity. These words came at a time when Andrew's public image had been significantly tarnished by the media's focus on his association with Epstein and other scandals. In contrast to the negative press surrounding him, Sarah's praise for his character was a stark reminder of the man she knew, a man who had been a supportive partner and a loving father. This public defense, especially in an era when distancing oneself from controversy is often seen as a safer option, required great courage on Sarah's part. Her decision to speak out on behalf of Andrew, despite the potential for criticism, reflected her commitment to the values of loyalty, love, and mutual respect that they shared. Sarah's role as a public figure adds another layer of complexity to her support for Andrew. As a duchess, author, and public speaker, she is acutely aware of the scrutiny her every word and action face. The media often dissects her statements, looking for hidden meanings or signs of weakness. However, Sarah has chosen to speak openly about her feelings for Andrew, even when doing so invites criticism. Her transparency in addressing their relationship is not just an act of loyalty, but also a way for her to assert her own identity and values. "I'm not afraid to stand by him," she said. "I know who he is, and that's what matters." By publicly standing by Andrew, Sarah has chosen to maintain her personal integrity, even when the public might expect her to distance herself. Maintaining this balance between her personal loyalty to Andrew and her public image has not been easy. As a high-profile public figure, Sarah is often faced with competing demands on her time and attention. Her role as a philanthropist, particularly in the fields of children's education and mental health, requires her to project an image of professionalism and compassion. However, she has managed to integrate her personal loyalty to Andrew into her public life in a way that feels authentic and true to her values. Rather than being defensive or apologetic about her support for him, Sarah's words frame their relationship as a reflection of her personal beliefs about love, loyalty, and compassion. This approach has also been evident in her philanthropic work, where she has built a reputation as a compassionate and driven individual. Sarah has long been an advocate for children's education and mental health initiatives, using her platform to raise awareness and support for causes that resonate with her deeply. These endeavors reflect her commitment to the values that she holds dear, and they further demonstrate her ability to balance her personal and professional lives in a way that feels cohesive and aligned with her principles. In many ways, Sarah's praise for Andrew's character serves to humanize him in the face of intense public scrutiny. While the media has focused on his scandals and controversies, Sarah's public defense of him provides a counterpoint, reminding the public of the man she knows behind the headlines. She often speaks of his kindness and generosity, his ability to make people feel seen and valued. These insights offer a glimpse into a side of Andrew that is rarely discussed, providing a more nuanced view of his character that contrasts sharply with the image presented by the media. Despite the public challenges and scrutiny, Sarah has remained unwavering in her support of Andrew. Her defense of him is rooted in shared history, mutual respect, and a deep emotional connection that transcends public perception. Critics have questioned her motivations, suggesting that her loyalty may be driven by a desire to remain close to the royal family. However, Sarah's consistent narrative of respect, love, and loyalty suggests otherwise. Her words about Andrew are deeply personal, shaped by shared experiences that have forged a bond that goes beyond the surface-level judgments of the public. In recent years, Prince Andrew has been embroiled in scandal, with his ties to the late Jeffrey Epstein being the most damaging chapter of his public life. The allegations against him, including those from Virginia Giuffre, have cast a long shadow over his personal and public life. While Andrew has denied the allegations, the fallout from these claims has significantly damaged his reputation, leading to his withdrawal from royal duties and the stripping of his military affiliations and royal patronages. The scandal not only affected Andrew, but also cast a shadow over the entire royal family, raising questions about their ability to distance themselves from controversy. Throughout all of this, Sarah Ferguson has remained a vocal and unwavering defender of Andrew. She has consistently praised his character, describing him as a loving father and a supportive ex-husband. Her defense of him goes beyond mere words. She has actively worked to humanize him, offering a perspective that contrasts with the public perception of him as a figure mired in scandal. Despite the criticism she has faced, Sarah has continued to support Andrew, drawing attention to the qualities that make him the man she knows and loves. Sarah's candid revelations about her enduring loyalty to Andrew have shocked many, particularly given the timing of her statements. Her declaration that she would marry him again, despite the controversies surrounding him, defies conventional expectations about how relationships should evolve after divorce. Her praise for Andrew's great heart and kindness, even in the face of public backlash, offers a rare and refreshing perspective on a bond built on shared history, mutual respect, and resilience. Their story challenges conventional narratives about divorce and public figures. While most high-profile separations result in estrangement or polite detachment, Sarah and Andrew have carved out a different path. Their ability to co-parent, share a home, and maintain a genuine friendship speaks to the complexity of human relationships, especially when lived in the public eye. Sarah's reflections on her relationship with Andrew reveal a woman who refuses to conform to societal expectations. She has chosen to honor her personal values of compassion, loyalty, and respect, even in the face of intense public judgment. Her journey is one of remarkable reinvention, rising above past scandals and using her experiences as a foundation for growth. In doing so, she has embraced her imperfections, demonstrating a resilience that has been shaped by years of navigating royal life and personal challenges. Sarah and Andrew's story may not fit the traditional mold of a royal romance, but it speaks to the enduring power of connection, offering a deep, emotional narrative that leaves the world both shocked and intrigued.